their own food. They have an ensuite room or a bed, and the beds are in dorms or in private rooms. So we can look after families, we can look after individuals, we can look after backpackers. I don't know, I suppose the question people ask is why would I develop something like this in a place like Cloughjordan? I was working in Dublin. I was pretty tired of the rat race, and I wanted to get out and get away from it. I was working in the centre of Dublin. I was commuting maybe 2 hours a day, driving in and out. I've always had a kind of a hankering for some sort of rural life, rural existence. I would always spend my holidays in rural areas, and my father comes from North Kerry. I spent all my childhood during the school holidays on a farm in North Kerry. So I've always had this graw, as we say in Irish, for a rural existence. I sold my house in Dublin, and I sold it quite well. There was a property mayhem here, madness in this country. You may have heard about it, you may have experienced. I was one of the lucky ones. I sold my house quite well in Dublin. It was after the real peak, but I sold well. The next day I chucked in my job, and the next day I bought a camper, and I toured around Ireland, and I had a list of maybe 10 things that I wanted for my destination. There were things like I wanted to be close to the sea, I wanted to be where there would be a beach where I could walk my dogs, and various things. Of course, this couldn't be further from the sea. This is right in the centre of the country. There's no beaches. If you try and walk your dogs along these roads, you get killed. So I wasn't ticking any of the boxes, but there was one thing that I hadn't put in any of the boxes, and that was a sense of community. When I came across the project here, I realised that, yeah, what we're doing and what we're planning here is a lot of hardware. What you guys are interested in was a lot of eco planning in building, and a lot of green thinking in how we're going to heat the houses and all the rest of it. But that's what I kind of call the hardware, the thing. The software is actually the community, which is really behind it, and it's what brought us all together, and it's what really drives this project here. I'm in a project here where there are 130 units for occupation eventually when we get the village finished. But I know absolutely every one of the members before we've even moved into the village. And I've lived in Dublin for 10 years, and I haven't known my next door neighbour, or hardly known my next door neighbour. So there's a great sense of community here, and that's really what's driving this project, because we're going through very difficult times at the moment. We're going through a very severe recession in this country, but the sense of pioneering drive that we have, and the people that are driving this project and are prepared to invest everything in it, is really what it's all about.